Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Hi. I don't know. Oh, it's Thursday night. Welcome to Thursday night. What's up? Woo, here comes all the notifications. What the hell is happening? Give me 1 second to organize myself because I got to go through this. This dookie duke. Now, I didn't say I was going to go through this forever. All right, so hold on 1 second. But sometimes we're going to go through this because, God damn it, we have to. Let me get my headphones on here. Oh, man, the fan's blowing. It's too cold. Hello. Oh, shit. My bad. Bad. All right. Okay. That I have attached to I got the fan on. I put a fan under my desk. My station. And it's just too cold tonight. It's just too motherfucking cold. So let me prep my visuals here because I just got here. All right. I really have one camera. It seems like we don't need more than one camera. Seems like that's what we stay on. So, one camera. One camera. You know, Thomas does a great job. I got to get, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, it's just you and I tonight. I am going to, because I see what he needs. He needs an influence in there to remind him to switch, because everybody, which means you guys and me, when I watch the show, get quite bored when we see the same camera aiming at something forever. And when I'm at Bird Barrier or wherever the hell I am, when I'm at Joy Score, okay, there we go. Oh, that was so good. Pardon me. When I'm at Joy Score, or when I'm, doing a different podcast as a producer, for example, because once you get into this whole scene, you become a valuable thing to people that want to podcast too, because everyone wants a podcast. So, okay, go ahead, podcast. So everybody wants a podcast. Everybody wants a video, really. Everybody wants to be out in the world in the video form, which, hello, duh, why wouldn't you? It's a fucking good idea. And so when you develop that understanding, and hi Periscope, hi Facebook, hi YouTube, I saw Felix on here. What's up, Felix? Hi Tay, hi no. Shit. Hi Sharon, where you at? Where's the news, bitch? Shit. So, hey fucking Rocket, hey fucking Ron. I'm not gonna say, hey Thomas. He's probably on his way. I'm going to the store. Hold on, I gotta get that bacon. So, when you're doing a podcast, people want you to do the podcast. People want you to do a podcast when you're doing a podcast. Or when you got all this bullshit, they want you to do a podcast. So, the point was that, I don't know what the point was now. I forgot the point. It's good. So, I think the point was what it takes to do the podcast successfully. Because there's standards out there that we're all used to watching TV. I mean, shit, I don't give a fuck. Maybe if you're a Gen Z or whomever, you just were born, I don't watch TV anymore. That's fine. I don't either. I'm with you. Bro, Lord, get over here. And so, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in forever. I watch, when I watch TV? When I go to my mom's house, they're watching TV. All right. So we are it's truly multimedia because you're just where you want to be when you're looking around. But we still have some type of criteria that makes you intuitively interested in the show or not. And it doesn't have to be a camera switching thing. That's not necessarily the God's all end all be all to the most bomb podcast in the world. I gotta move this camera, sorry. Get over here. So, But we have a lot of cameras in here. So I have to find a way to trick Thomas into paying the fuck attention to this was the point. Because when I'm at Joyce-Gore, and I'm switching cameras because there's 3 or 4 people in here. I'm not in the conversation. Usually Thomas is in the conversation. So it's hard to switch when you're in a conversation. That's why I put this keyboard right here. This allows me to switch too. So I set this up, and then we tell each other what the cameras are, and we switch. Boop, boop, boop. And I come over here, and once in a while I tap, but I forget. So I'm going to put little things over there for him that will allow him to be more tuned up with don't forget. Because Bob's podcast last night was a great podcast. We just needed more angles. So hopefully because he doesn't mind finding ways to trick himself either. It's not that he doesn't want to give you a new angle. It's just he's inundated with stuff in there. So we have to work on that. We have to find a way. I'm a big believer in this. This is my philosophy. Okay, I'm gonna claim this is my philosophy. My philosophy is don't change a person, change a technology. No, don't change it. You can't change a person, but you can add technology to them to help them change, or to force them to change in a way, even yourself. So, like, if you have something, for example, okay, let's use Ron. Ron's the biggest disobeyer on the planet. Hi, Ron. He sits on my porch. Okay, we know that. I think we know that by now. I got video to put up. Oh, by the way, there's a new picture on the website, on our website, bobbyjunelive.com. You go there and you see a studio shot of the Ba, Thomas, and I. It's a great shot. Happy about it. Which was a fun night last night. We'll talk about that. So, applying technology, I would suggest that everybody stop in their tracks regarding the change of somebody else in your world that makes them, for example, take out the trash or something simple. These are simple. These are simple problems that cause arguments. You need to really not worry yourself with the fact that they can't remember to take out the trash, which makes you think that they don't want to take out the trash. And you need to make the trash in such a way that you can't help but take out the trash. That's like an example of applying technology. Don't let the word technology get in the way of what I'm talking about. The word technology I'm using it in a very puritanical way, where like a fork is a piece of technology, a trash bag technology. Probably faces of technology. I don't know, but anyway, it actually is faces technology. See, technology goes very far. So I'm gonna dial back on that a little bit, but that the application of something, whatever you want to call it, lets you give a thingy. Thingy. It's a great word. A chingadera. It lets you put in between, typically, I guess, it's usually in a physical way. It can be a mental change where you're mentally doing something to yourself or others to help them not do what they normally do. Not violence and threat. Okay, those are obviously the worst versions of what I'm talking about. All right, we could actually break that. We can actually break what I'm talking about into what we already use, which is violence, threat, coercion, just kind of bulk movers, like unnuanced ways that one would influence another. Things that don't require much work, that kind of do the job, but usually fail in total after a while because they just don't hold they don't have the intricate pistons and pulleys inside of them to adjust as the 2 or 3 or 4 people or whatever the whatever the quantity of it, you yourself even the mechanism doesn't have the nuanced variables to morph into what it is that you need to make sure you do what it is that you need to do. So that mechanism, this amorphous glob of mechanism, whatever it is that you want to call it, would be this simple. Like, if somebody's not taking out the trash, and it gets to this level, this is almost like it becomes really crappy at this time. This is a very unthoughtful, threat-like madness example. But imagine somebody that's in your house that's supposed to take out the trash. You take the trash and hang on the doorknob. That's like an example of what I'm talking about. That's a horrible example. That's an example of people coming to their wits' end and locking the door. Or no, you have to make them if you hang a trash bag on a person's door, they can open the door, the trash bag still remains. So, if you're trying to apply technology or some type of it's not a blockage, but it's an influence. If you're trying to influence them through this, you would have to put the trash bag on the doorknob, and behind the trash bag is the key or something. You know, you have to make it so or the key is at the key. There's a note on the trash bag. This is perfect. This is perfect. This isn't what I would want to do, but this is perfect. It takes about that long to figure it out. So you take a key to the door that they want to get into. You go and tape it, and they don't know. You tape it onto the trash can outside. And then on the trash bag that's hanging on their doorknob is a note. It says, key on trash can. So now, of course, they want to be... The jerk can still exist, so they can go out there and get the key and get the fuck in. But... And there's if you want to go further in the thought, you can make it so that they have to take the trash bag out to get the key. Okay, so it just takes another 2 minutes of thought. You continue with these 2 minutes of thoughts. It's enjoyable, really, because it exercises the clever nature of thou. You know, you should be clever enough to be able to trick somebody you love, you know, in a way that helps everybody. So there's got to be a way to tape the key to get into your bedroom on the trash can. So they have to lift the bag off of the door, carry it outside, walk it to a trash can, throw it in the trash can, get the key. That's a very crude example of what I'm talking about. And I do it to myself. I mean, anytime I can apply. Oh, we were going to talk about Ron, what I did to Ron lately. So that's a made up example of what is very, very, very basic and clever and very common. Everybody wants somebody to take out the trash all the time. I mean, that is like that's nationwide. And so Ron's version was, I let him use my porch. I have a porch, okay? On my porch are 2 chairs, a little center table. On my porch is even an Alexa. You could sit there and talk to Alexa all day long. Right, Alexa? Computer? Computer, are you on the porch right now? She doesn't know.
Porch doesn't support that.
All right. Jerk face. So, she's out there, Ron's out there, chair's out there, porch out there, he's smoking out there. And not only is there an Alexa to talk to, but there's a doorbell with a camera. You know, we've got high technology around here like crazy. So when you walk around, the doorbell goes off all the time because somebody's out at the door making the doorbell go off with their movement. Fine. So I made a cover for the doorbell. Not for Ron. I made it for myself because I want to open it up. I don't want to, when I'm out there watering, I don't want to have to deal with the doorbell. So Ron, though, will set off the doorbell constantly and hear it from the Alexa that's sitting right there. The Alexa goes, "Who dat?" when the doorbell, when the motion sensor goes off. So Ron is hearing this, "Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?" every 5 minutes the first time he tries to sit on the porch for any period of time, which usually lasts for about an hour or 3. So he then takes the cover I made and covers up the doorbell, which is fine. That's what I made it for, partly. Not really, but partly. He can use that. While he's sitting there, it doesn't matter. I don't need somebody. And I told him, this was after the fact, so it really didn't matter because I could have dissed him for that and said, "Dude, don't cover my doorbell." But he is sitting on the porch. He can receive my mail. If FedEx comes up or if Amazon comes up, fine. Ron's sitting there. He can address them, get the package, take it in. We're all good. So he can act basically as a doorbell. So Ron becomes a doorbell when he's sitting on my porch. And we laugh and we agreed to that. Ron, you're the doorbell. So he sits there as the doorbell, smokes his cigarettes, talks to Alexa, listens to podcasts, and so forth. Then he leaves. He gets tired. Ron has to sleep. Middle of the day. Or something. I don't know what he has to do. He has to go pee. He has to eat. So he goes inside and he forgets to remove the doorbell cover from the door. And that just sucks. I got shit coming. I got people coming. And you got the doorbell camera for a reason. You want the doorbell camera. All right. So he wants to replace it, but he just forgets. Everybody's going to forget to replace it. Once they put it on there and they sit down and smoke, they're going to bolt. So what I did was I took a string and at the end of the string is a little cotton puff. Nobody sees it. It's right there. You don't see it. Nobody knows it's there but him. Because when you get up and walk the way he does from the porch outward and leave, your face hits the cotton puff. When your face hits the cotton puff, you go, "Oh shit," click, and you uncover the doorbell cover. The doorbell camera cover. That was a perfect thing for him to use against his own forgetfulness. That's what I'm talking about. So don't change a person. You're never going to make Ron do it. You're never going to have to take the trash out. You're never going to, even to yourself. Make something happen between you and the thing. Just don't worry about it. Just make the thing happen through. Because everybody's different. Everybody's got style. Everybody got thing. Everybody got a problem. Everybody got thought. Everybody got deficiency. Everybody has too much. Everybody got too little. So you can't account for those when you're moving around life. It's too much. And if you find something that's happening, especially repetitively, that isn't conducive for the lifestyle at hand, multiple people's or one individual, you have to make it work because everybody's there in the situation, knowingly, happily, and hopefully. The technology is sitting there waiting in the distance. But typically what people do is yell at other people. Take out the fucking trash. That's usually what happens. I mean, that's where it's like, you don't care about me. You don't take out the trash, you dick. You don't. And the same with doorknobs and doorbells. Same thing. And you catch yourself being a jerk. And so, don't do that. You got to realize people can't do things. You do the same thing other people do. They forget. And when you're, then there's that kind of owner syndrome. When you're the owner of your doorbell, you always remember to take out the doorbell cover because you're the motherfucking owner. But when you're not the owner of the doorbell, you forget. And as the owner of the doorbell, I feel like Ron doesn't really care that much about or doesn't consider my door or my bell. But that's not true. So ownership syndrome is very powerful. And I try to catch myself in that. I see the podcast. I see the name of the podcast. What's the name of the podcast? Bobby June Live. It's not Thomas Drake Live. So I see that Thomas has his own barriers to complete enveloping of the thought of his show all day long. It's not the same when you don't own the damn thing. It's just not. You're not going to have the same mentality towards it. So I try to remember that, and I try to incorporate technology, which is like the puff ball at the end of the string. So I have to do that with Thomas now. I have to do it with myself. I got all sorts of shit. Listen, if I could tell you, there's that motherfucker right there. If I fucking... damn, it's so fucking low. One camera cut. So if you were to look around me here, like if you were to come back here, you would see that there's probably 10 things that address my deficiencies to myself. I don't remember to do it. But if I put it this way, I remember to do it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. No. Here come the man. He's going to have to set up everything. So it's just going to be him pumping around, just doing shit. So that is, that particular, that's a very, look at me. It's a very strong thing for me to know. It's one of those life experiences that help me deal with everything around me. It actually gets the hell shit out of the way, and you get to be able to move on and not get mad at people. That's the critical thing. It's very difficult. You want to get mad. You want to light up. You don't care about me. This is the way around it. Don't fucking try to change. They're not going to change. The point I was making earlier is they're different people. They're different people. You have the ownership syndrome, which needs to be here. Where's Daniel Kahneman's paperwork? It's right there. There's the ownership syndrome. That should be added to that. Ownership is probably in there. We're going to look for ownership bias. All right. We're going to look for why it is that people that own shit care more about the shit than the people that don't. Sounds logical, but there's probably a bias behind it. Then, that entire thought that we just talked about is so helpful. It's one of those things. I would consider that wisdom. When you add up everything, whop, whop, whop. When you add up everything, it is, I think, wisdom. Because that is a conclusion, like an answer, like a thing, like it's something that happens. It's something that you discover based on the constant effect or experience of that dilemma. I don't know. I'd have to think about wisdom. I've been concerned about wisdom lately. Wisdom has concerned me because wisdom is, intelligence is bad enough. Wisdom, very scary. It's a big fat dude with tons of body mass. You can't pick out where to tickle. There's no, you don't know where. There's too many spots. It's too big. Wisdom's big. So, but it definitely is tackleable. And when I think about what we're just talking about here, that is like, as a 51-year-old dude, you should start to have one nugget of wisdom. There should be one. You should have one thing in the folder. I'm not going to say it's good that I have it. I'm just saying you better have it. If you're 51 and you have no tried and true wise things to say about the world, I don't know if that's wisdom when you conclude on that. But it seems to be the way in which one would. A computer, define wisdom, please.
Wisdom is usually defined as the quality or state of being wise, knowledge of what is true or right coupled with just judgment as to action, sagacity, discernment, or insight. For more, ask me to give you more
I nailed it.
definitions.
Hey, I didn't look that up either, priest. Okay, listen, I didn't look that up ahead of time, but I feel that that's fairly close. That's not bad. Okay, so I'm on the right track. We're on a mission here. The mission is take these thoughts that help us through the day, make the day better. You don't have to think about this shit. Once you have this particular way of thinking regarding the way of helping you deal with the dummy or helping you deal with yourself as the dummy, Once you have it in place, you employ it. You don't think about the damn thing anymore. You know it works. It's a tool. It's a fucking tool. That's all it is. It's a tool. So you take the tool out and you apply it. It takes some thought. This one don't take some thought, but it's fun thought usually because you're being clever. And so that's cool. You could just be about that trickery. How'd you get the big screens up? Cock-sucking motherfucker. I couldn't get them up. You saw that, right? So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely think that it's just don't be lazy. That's all. All right, let's move on. Wow. Struggling. Okay. Well, it's going to be too hard to find it. Biases are very difficult, but we love them. I can't wait to get back. It was so exciting. Oh, that's the lying one. Then we got animal sex. Okay, screw that. All right. Forget about it. Now, we went through this last year, and we're not finished. And I feel that there's a better way to do this, because there's one thing about this list that matters, and that is remembering it. And that's a problem. This is the big problem about this motherfucker right here. If you could remember this thing, this is something they should, you know what they should do in school? They should erase school and then make you learn this. It's really, I mean, this, if you could battle this in your life, as far as you progress and you do this dumb thing repetitively and it constantly holds you back and your ass just keeps on doing it and you don't even know you're doing it and that's because it's a bias, you could actually tackle it, but you just don't know what it is even, so you just keep on doing that kind of thing is right here, and it could be taken care of just simply by knowing the fact that you do it. So that's why this list is here. And school should erase some of its curriculum, you know. It would be cool if Espy would made her, she took a new path in life, and that would be erasing dumb curriculum rather than ruthlessness. It would be much better. Who cares about people without a roof? There's walls. There's nobody. Please. Especially in school. there ain't no broke-ass motherfucker without a roof looking for school. Sorry. Please. Hello. No, help a kid, please. Help a kid. Fine. Okay. Go ahead. So, but this should be much more fundamental in the process of academia. Not even in academia. In the process of general education. I don't know why we don't sprinkle this in yet. We need to change shit now. I don't know. If I went back to high school right now, I goddamn hope I'd see some change. I'm assuming I'd go back there and be Algebra 1, Algebra 2, English 1, English 2. I'm assuming that's what I experience when I go there. I mean, I hear Thomas sometimes tell me about some special shit or something, but it barely sounds different. I don't know. Sounds like the same to me. Sounds like rote. Remember this, test. Whew, they don't even teach you how to think, you know? And I'm not trying to get schools to teach you how to think scientifically like me and Spock and everybody don't care. Like, I'm talking about schools that just, like, give a piece of the scientific process. Give a piece of just, evidence-based thought. Or, okay, that's a little far. But to help somebody understand what a bias means and to help them understand that you, as a person, do this all the time, and every time you do it, it hurts you to a degree. And then to help, here's the point we're at on the show as far as this particular topic. There needs to be a very clever, interesting way to inject this into your brain through your eye. Like right into your motherfucking brain. like that, like, back at me too, I don't care. So, but the way, like the cotton ball on the string, like anything that you're going to trick another person or yourself into to get something into your brain, this has to have its method. The way we have a responsibility, since I'm championing, help me out with that. Championing. Yeah, there we go. This whole thought is that it is now my responsibility to make this a digestible, I don't want to say process, a digestible defining this word is important. It's not a digestible process. It is a process, okay, but using this word right now is part of the clarification and painting the edible factor of this. So finding a way to make this content digestible. Okay, we'll just leave it right there. And what we tried to do in the beginning, which was fun, and it worked for entertainment, but it did not work for injection. I'm trying to get it into you perfectly and permanently and unforgettably. And we're not going to do some association, the association thing where you're like, my name's Robin and I'm fucking that. You look at the bird and that's Robin. It's blue. Robin, I'm blue. Okay, so we can't do that. That's like I can't do the. There's another memorization way in which you remember through the grand castle you walk through, or whatever that process is. It's called it's like a visualization walkthrough of a building. So you walk through this building and then you see, ambiguity effect. There it is next to the urn. So you have to technically walk to remember which is the first bias that you need to remember. You need to open the door to the castle, walk in the door, and there's that urn. What's under the urn? Ambiguity effect. So that's the first one. So that's a way of memorizing things. I don't know the process that is, but it's a castle you enter or something. It's like some grand room, and I think the reason they make it a castle or whatever they make it is because it allows you to add a shitload of rooms and a bunch of stuff that is particularly foreign to you. You can't make it a dude's house because everybody's couch is nothing. It's like doesn't even matter. But if you make it a castle that you never go to, then you enter the door. Your memory process goes into the visualization of that castle door you always go in, because there's that urn on the right that holds your dead cat, and there it is. And that urn is called the ambiguity effect. Okay, that's too tough. We're never gonna remember. Nobody can work that hard. We gotta trick the fuck out of you. We can't do this. There's be no work involved. You have to drink it like a drink and be done. That's really. It has to be very basic. We have to work fucking hard on this, and that might require not a rewriting of the definition of anchoring. But maybe we need to rewrite anchoring. That's it. Because I know when I read the definition to anchoring, here's anchoring. I don't know what anchoring is. I'm in the same boat, baby. Okay. Anchoring. The tendency to rely too heavily, or anchor on one trait or a piece of information when making decisions. Okay. So that's like me saying, when I buy technology, it gotta be small. Everything gotta be small. Gotta be small. and then I come across something slightly large, and I don't accept it as a good thing to buy. Or maybe it's like a couch. You're buying a couch, gotta have big fluffy arms. Gotta have big fluffy arms. And you don't check out the little fluffy arms over there because they seem like when you rest your head on those little fluffy arms of a couch you're going to lay on, they're not going to be comfortable. But in reality, you didn't know that the world of couch changed. And couches now with little arms that look cooler have fluff in them. You didn't know that. See, because you anchored. You anchored to a fucking thought, and you stuck with it like a piece of rebar. You're in that concrete, and you ain't moving. So you got it. That's it. That's pretty good. Anchoring. I like that. And then, so when you take the word anchoring, you take the thought anchor and you run through life, it's not like you're fucking running around taking that thing out, looking at everything with it. You know, you're not looking through the lens of anchoring. But you can rely on there's a secondary process that needs to happen. There's one process first process. You got to know this. You got to know it to a degree. You got to know it intuitively. You have to know it in a way that can that you can have it on deck. But then there's the second problem, and that is the recognizing of the action. Just because you know it, don't mean you can apply it. Don't mean doesn't mean you can actually know that you're going through it right now. So if I'm looking for a couch and I forget that my gaze includes anchoring, I won't change my gaze. I won't change my technical judgment as I look over these 50 couches in a big showroom. So I have to at that time, basically what I have to do is I have to pull out this entire document and read everything to make sure I'm not doing any of these things when I'm picking the couch, which is stupid. You're not going to do that. So perhaps, man, I think we're going to have to rewrite this whole thing. Because you look through this and you see a lot of similarities between some of these. Maybe that's what's next. Maybe. There you go, baby. Maybe do. You all right? The robot's crazy over there. Is it okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh. So, when we, perhaps I'll look through these, and with the respect and love that we have for them, I will rewrite them. Like, there's a couple hundred in the world in your brain. Everybody's got these. There's nothing. You're not special. You don't own any. You don't not own any of this crap. This is like a general evaluation of the human mind. Probably the monkey mind. Probably even the dolphin mind. This probably goes all the way through biology in general to some degree or another. These are reactions. These are things that happen that you have no control over. Unless you witness it happening, then you might be able to shove it down into the ground. So if we take these biases, then group them, the definitions are going to get larger because you're kind of grouping them into a pile, like little baby piles. But the single word of that reaction, well, the word of that reaction will be one single word. And that one single word will evoke hopefully a tailored, trimmed down, but yet a little bit thicker of a paragraph for 10 of these. That's what we'll do. We're going to take these. They probably already tried to do that. I don't have the authority to do that particularly, but I do have the balls, and I have the armchair mentality, like the prosumer level. So I could try. I'm not afraid of trying. Sometimes sometimes you have to let an outsider in. So I'll be that outsider. I care enough about this to know what I'm doing, like to a degree. I might not be the discoverer of these. Let me dial that back. I'm like a very 20th party removed analyzer of these bots, and these are based on empirical study. So that's what we're going to do. I will change these and see if they're combinable. Then I have to figure out how to deliver them to you. Because we all want it. It's going to be bomb. I'm telling you, it sounds stupid as fuck, but it really will it will smooth out life. So we're going to play with that. All right, enough of that. Biases. Daniel Kahneman, I think, wrote half of those. Killer. So I'm taking that and I was going to try to do some news, but it's so lame out there. I saw some crap. What did I see? No, it's just so lame. I mean, boring. So, we had a good show yesterday, and the bot did wonderful. We had a long conversation, the longest show we've ever done. There's, like I said, a new picture on the website. This is bobbyjunelive, anyway. This is a show every night about your face. What's up, Periscope? What's up, JJ? All that people. Thomas Drake. What's up, Thomas Drake? There he is. You look good with the bar, though. I'm going to turn your mic on. Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Hello?
Check.
Hey.
What's happened?
Hey. So, you look, there's that shot of you with your hands out was the shot. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That was the shot.
Really?
Yeah, that was the best one. Based on the look Ball was giving.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. That's excellent. It's already on the web.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how we have to do it. We have to be like
right away.
Right. People expect
Current.
it. Yeah, current, dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there are like 20 people working here. Shit, we got to be current. Like CNN. So that's up. And what did you think about yesterday?
I haven't seen the beginning, but the stuff with Boss it felt good.
Uh-huh.
Felt like it was busy. Mm-hmm. Stuff happening.
Like what?
Or just,
Like we mean busy.
talk between the two of you.
Uh-huh.
And
it seemed busy.
yeah, just stuff going on to where you.
It was a conversation that was flowing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then going over the bows.
The bows.
The men. Like
Oh,
going
yeah,
through
yeah.
different styles of
Yeah.
Boss taste, maybe.
Yeah. I couldn't see it, though, but it looked good. I mean, it sounded good. But it was like the picture was too small. We were supposed to cut in on that. Like, the picture was like, did you cut in on that to make it kind of big?
I zoomed in as much as I could, yeah.
Yeah, that was too far. It was like a tiny dime.
And then I had used the camera up in the back.
But did everything disappear? Because we could have, looked at that over there on that screen. It's like, we didn't get enough. Okay, here's the trick. Like, even though you must have so much going on, because even though you are there and I'm talking to her and we're not even talking to you, it's still the switching. I'm going to change things over there. I can't do it here. Like, I can't do it here when I'm deep in conversation, and we're staying on shots for 5 minutes. Lame ones, too.
Yeah.
So we have to do something over there that helps you remember. Like at Bert, here, let me. When I'm at JoyScore, and I'm doing something over there, I gotta remember and go like this. I gotta go, oh shit, I haven't switched it. I gotta reach over and go, and sometimes tap whatever I'm tapping. So we have to fucking figure out something, dude. The reason I talk about in the beginning of this podcast today, I'm like, I trick myself to do things like, okay, if we put pictures everywhere and each picture on it says switch, and we put 100 of them around you, eventually your brain will blank them out. But there has to be a thing around you in multitude that says, don't forget, because it's hard. And otherwise, because I can't do it here and when I'm enthralled in conversation, just like you can't.
Maybe just a little digital stopwatch timer that is at intervals of like 8 seconds, and every 8 seconds it'll give a flash or something.
But you're gonna lock that out. You're gonna forget about that. I mean, that's cool too. I mean, I'll try whatever. It just something, whatever it is that it is, has to be something your brain, like when you sit in the room with the poo, you get used to the poo.
Right.
So we have to help you remember. What do you think? What should, would 100 pieces of tape with switch on it? Because that's what I would do, honestly. Wherever, because you look in different places. Like you're looking around, and like wherever you are, there's a word. Okay, there's that thing. Okay, or there's the thingy in the corner. Like I'm thinking of myself. I look at this keyboard and I say, I can help you. Now, the problem with me is, let me tell you my problem to help you. I can't necessarily remember which of those buttons to hit because I can't read them from here. So what I need, just like you need, is on this board where my headphone amps are and shit, like that sits right above the keyboard, I need to have the keyboard sit against that metal, tightened up with 2 little screws, and above each one I need a large dot that says the camera's name that's changeable with tape. Because then I'll know if number 2 is you, I could glance at it. I can't read it when I'm looking from here. I can't see it. I gotta bend over. It's lame. I can't even. It would be rude for me to pay that much attention to a piece of tape to what's the camera? So I have my own dilemma on how to get this keyboard working, because I want to chip in. I don't care. I want to chip in. And so I'm going to work on that to get that usable. How many cameras you got up?
Right now.
Are you on?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
5 right now.
Cool. That's good enough.
But there's more to be had.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. So that and I parlayed that into a story about how to do it, because that type of like thing, like if I constantly get mad about you not switching, I'm an idiot. That's like a monkey just doing the same thing all the time. You don't want to apply something to a person like I'm trying to apply to myself. You just fucking make something happen between you and the keyboard that gets it working. It's not the person. You're not going to change. You are doing your life, and I'm doing my life, and you can't let the anger or the problems fester based on the fact that you think that other person is going to change. Me and this keyboard is not going to change. I can't read it from here. I can't pay attention to you cats, and I can't pay attention to Ba. I can glance at it once in a while, so I have to fucking make it work.
I think for the immediate, for me, something visual just right here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something simple and just, like I said, at intervals. Have it go off at intervals.
And it would flash or something?
Yeah, maybe something like a quick flash of something. I don't know if they exist, but something.
The iPhone right there, you could put an app and launch that on it.
I'm sure they have something out there that goes through some type of intervals.
Yeah.
Because that would help.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something. It's like something. If a very bright LED went on right in the center of the iPad once in a while and blinked. Just every once in a while.
Or just anywhere in this area.
Right, anywhere in that area. I'm just saying, anywhere in that motherfucking area.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That would be cool. I'm not doing news or nothing because it's boring and I'm over it.
Yeah.
Well, just for now.
What you feel like doing?
I'm not going to do anything.
No?
No. This is it. I'm just gonna look around.
Hang out.
I'm just gonna look around.
Driving in, I pulled up the show. First time doing that.
How, what? Oh, you picked up the show while I was talking?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What was I saying? I was talking about that kind of crap?
Yeah, just...
What did it sound like? Did I sound okay?
No, it sounded good.
Did it?
It came up right away on Facebook.
It did? Oh, that's
it
cool.
It notified me.
It did notify you? That's cool. I wonder if YouTube hasn't been getting it at all, dog, but Periscope's still getting it. So what's up, Periscope? You know,
YouTube is it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I've got some stuff to have fun with if you feel like being casual right now.
Okay, let's be casual. Thomas has party favors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead. Let's see it.
I'm wondering about this. There's this whole poop phase going on.
He thinks poop is popular. So, and I guess it is because every goddamn pillow is a poop pack pillow. Yep. People can't see anything.
No, I'm getting it ready for you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Okay, they can hear you, I guess.
And this is the old school, obviously.
Okay.
But then go through these and experiment with each one.
Okay, so I'll leave them there, or like I'm gonna hide them from the camera because I don't want them to see this valuable information. This like hard. Oh yeah, is that edible?
No.
Oh, okay. Put it right in my mouth. Huh?
I'm gonna squirt this real quick for shits and giggles.
Go ahead, right at me. Hit me, dose me, douse me. Go ahead. This is called. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called?
Oh, this is called gross.
Okay. Aim right at my fucking face and shoot me, and please hurry up.
Gross spray strain.
Right at my fucking eyes. Right at my eyes. Oh my god, I'm fucking right.
Don't do it.
Am I? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get it first so I can give it back to you. That's all. It lasted 1 second. Look. Oh, no, it's still going. My bad. Hi, I'm doing it to you guys. Oh, now I got on the board. Stupid ass piece of shit.
Just the fascination with poop.
Yeah, poop is popular. Again. Huh?
Poop is popular.
Poop is popular. Poop's friendly. Poop's happy. God, this gross.
It's a happy poo.
Fuck, man.
It's much rather prefer that to a violent poo.
I like a nicely stacked, deep, thick poo, like that makes me feel like I did something.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good. I like that. I like a big pile that sticks out the water. That's all I'm talking about.
I like the one that it's like you self-wipe itself. It pinches off and it's perfect. You wipe and there's nothing there.
It's an example of God's error. He almost got it right. That is exactly how the ass should have worked. Man, do I have anything else on my face? I don't want to sit here with shit on my face.
Let me see. Oh, actually, it was this camera back here, so we got it from back there.
Okay.
Let me see. In your face. You don't want to experiment that one slurp. You suck it up.
What?
There's one in there that you.
What?
You get the.
I'm not the story with that can.
No, the
I got the ones in my hand.
Huh?
I got this thing in my hand. Do you see me? What camera am I on?
Your front one now.
Okay, what are you doing? I got shit in my hand. What are you talking about?
The one of the squeegee things in there that you the whole object of the toy is to.
Can you let me get to it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm holding them. I mean,
I'm just talking to you.
Okay, good. I can't wait to get squeezed with the object, the toy.
Yes.
Me, I can't wait. Okay, let's do this right here, though. Squishy poo poo. Slimy and sticky. Poo poo. This is the dumbest show in the world. Squishy poo poo. Slimy and sticky. Oh, I can't wait to get. Oh, it's slime. I miss slime, man. This better be motherfucking slime. Poo poo. Sticky poo poo. Clean. Oh, look at it. A brown thing.
Every once in a while, the brain needs a break, you know.
From what? That's his opinion. No, I agree. I believe me, I can't wait for a break, dude. I know. No, you're not. I want them. I want that break. I agree with you, man. I can't wait to just do dumb shit and not think. So bomb. God, I'm so. It's getting. Whatever. Okay. This is caca. It's a caca ring. And I guess in here is caca slime. Look at you. You brought the best stuff in the world. This is poo. This is poo. I'm not grossed out, but you are, because this is caca. This is caca. It's slime. It's crappy slime.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm not saying these are good
I know you're not.
gifts. I just got them because I was like, good God, there's like,
A lot of
they need a poo section in the store.
They do.
Ew.
Ugh. Yuck.
It must just the texture feel awful.
They know what it did feel awful, but right when you put it in your mouth, like when you eat this,
100,000 chemicals tasting.
no, nothing at all. You know what you taste? Here's what you taste.
Don't swallow it.
You could swallow it.
Oh my God.
You could swallow it, dude. You think they make this?
No, I know, because kids are going to have it.
They're gonna put the whole thing in their mouth.
Non-toxic. But
That you know what? When I ate this, it has zero taste. I mean, there's not an ounce of chemical in it. There's nothing in this. It's like it tastes like it's completely empty of taste.
Oh my God.
There's nothing. I can't taste a fucking thing.
Tell me if you poo that out and it comes out like that.
I hope it does. It should. I mean, it'd be all, here I am again. Poo, remember? All right.
Well, here, you can...
What? I still got more to do. What?
I know.
What are you going to do?
Keep doing.
What are you going to do, man? I used to love slime. Back in the 80s, though. What that?
Bean burrito.
A bean burrito. What's out? Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Oh, here, let's do this. Let's put this on my face because this is kind of funny. It's getting thin. Ready? Do you see me? Do you see me?
Yep, front and center.
Oh, it broke. That's not that good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be dumb. All right. Whatever.
It's kind of... Yeah, that one...
Okay.
I tried to read the label and wondered...
It's slime.
Is it just...
It's just slime. You remember slime?
Yeah.
It's just slime. Oh. Next one. Oh, everything's caca. Splat ball. All right. Splat ball fun. Splat ball. Obviously, so. It's splat.
That one looked a little more wet.
Yeah, it is wet. I don't know. They make it very hard. It says 4+. Fling me. 4+. Look, oh, man, that looks like shit. It looks like shit the way they photographed it. I can't open it, dude. All right, there we go. Not.
I mean,
No.
like, what kid is going to have fun with this except for the novelty of the poopness? Like, is there stuff to do with it?
Yeah. Well, I think that, this has a face on it that remains on the eye. Oh, this is good. This is much better.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Looks like a stress ball or something.
Yeah, but it's very...
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah. This is something, that old slime ain't got nothing on this. This feels good, and it kind of like hangs onto itself, but doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that feels, oh, man, look at here. Come over here. Look at this. This is not good. As a parent, you know it's going to spill onto your fucking, like, look, here it is. Watch. See the liquid in there? Yeah. That's not.
It's almost like one of those wiggle worms they used to have.
Yeah. Here. All right.
It's sticky though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that will puncture and be some,
Yeah, you know it's going to be on the carpet.
especially with my kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, does it splat?
Yeah.
It does? Splat it one more time? I want to see. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Spread too, but spread pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Do that. Slowly.
All right. This one's a poop head slime squirter. God, this is
That's the one that is interesting.
Whoa, man! Somebody lit the fuck up.
What?
You lit the fuck up when I heard that. You're like, that's the one that's. Oh my god, this can't be good, dude. Comes with a packet of shit. You put it in the caca, and you squirt it.
Well, you put it on a surface, and then you suck it up. You're supposed to suck it up, and then you
eat it.
Spit it back out.
You do this one.
It just is so like.
You do this one. And put a camera on yourself and you do it.
Somebody thought of this.
You do this then. You show me. I don't want to think about it too hard. That's too much thought. Now put a camera on you and do it for us. Please show everybody what you're talking about. You can do it right on that chair. You can do it right on the chair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around and we're going to watch you. Again? This thing is dust, bro. Oh, no, it isn't. Do you have another camera?
Yeah.
Good. Employ it. Oh. Go switch. Go switch. Like, they're looking at me.
Well, let me get it on first.
All right. And then go in there and zoom on it. Oh. And then slurp that shit up. Be about it. Be a man.
Be proud.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Zoom in real quick. Move on. Come on. Move on. Don't
I'm
be.
getting it in there.
Just do it. The fast-moving world. Don't got time for details. Oh. Now, here he goes. Mic's on right there. Put it down. He's going to squirt it out. He's going to slug it up. That's for your baby.
Yeah.
Does they see that? There it is. He's going to put it right there. Now he's going to slurp it.
Like pudding almost.
Is it? You get sweet? Okay. Now, he's going to take that, and he's going to suck it up with the mouth of the poo-poo caca. Get all the poop.
I thought it suck it all up at once, but
Come on.
there it goes.
Oh, look at you, boy. Totally satisfied. Now that caca goes in your mouth, right? Oh, it doesn't go in your mouth? You don't eat it?
No,
Oh, well, then put that stupid thing down. I thought you put it in your fucking mouth.
that's what I was saying. It's just so like they thought about this. We're gonna
Oh.
make a poo that spits poo.
Oh, I thought. Okay. You know what? I can't wait. This is the best because you actually gonna settle. You're gonna settle a deal between us. Thomas is always like, we need to do poo humor and shit.
Oh, you know what?
Now we're gonna do it. We're gonna look at stats. All right.
Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
I got to do it again for him.
Why? I had on the wrong camera. Yeah, nobody cares. Therein lies problems. Okay, that's a director. Oh well.
Good old whoopee cushion. Or poo-poo cushion.
It doesn't hold air. No, over it.
No?
No, we're not gonna sit on that. Dude, stupid.
No.
I'm
That's like the original, though. That's what the point of getting that.
Yeah, I know that was cool. It just didn't hold air
Yeah.
at all, really, and I had to push it. I'm like over it. I'm like embarrassed.
Yep, had to go to that poop humor.
Well, now we've done your poop humor.
Yep.
I know you didn't do a good job with it, but we have to make it more spontaneous and inject it into. If you want the poop humor, why don't you just fart once in a while? Isn't that good enough? Can't you just mic your fart once in a while? Give me a good one.
We could light a fart.
Yeah, that's not that funny though. That's been on the web for fucking billions of years.
Oh, I know.
Can we do something original? Can you think of some original shit humor?
Fart in your face.
Better. That's better. You're closer. I like the threat too, even the look on the face. But again, been done there. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to get some of that juvenile.
why don't you just take a shit?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, you could do an upper shelf. Isn't that what that's called?
Whatever. Just take a shit on the floor, dude. Don't be fancy. Take a shit in your pants and sit there and do the whole show. That's something I would like. I would
I think
enjoy
they've
that.
done. Yeah, the Howard Stern did that, didn't they?
He did?
Diapers. They wore diapers. And,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. You're right. Okay, can't do that. Let's take an open shit then. You haven't done that.
Nothing like good old Scott shit and then divide it into little Ziploc baggies and bring it to a trade show and throw it.
Oh man. See?
That was classic. Nothing like walking through a trade show and people ending up with shit on them and going, where did this come from? And it stunk. And
it's that crossover human poo-poo.
Good Scott Peterson.
Did
you just do what I think you did?
Of course.
That was...
He didn't freeze himself, so I hope something's waiting for him. That's all. God damn.
Man. Yep.
Yep, that's our friend. He was supposed to sit right here and do the sound right here.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Smart cat, but he died. He just died 6 months ago. And throat cancer. This guy he knew how to punish the world, and so he needed to be there because that position requires a silent yet deadly fart.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah.
One of the funnest things he ever did was that God is everywhere with a toilet.
Yeah.
That was good.
Is it a shirt?
Yeah, we did the shirt. No, I think it was just a sticker.
Why was that one good?
It just was so Scott, I guess.
Yeah. He flushed all that shit down. He was like he's the king of ridicule. You know, he just did that kind of whole poking at the fun of the world, or I don't know what the fuck it was, whatever he did. He did a bunch of good shit.
Reach around was good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's our good friend, and he was supposed to do the show with us, but he died. He got scared. Actually, he wanted to do the show, but he didn't have. He had somebody in his way, and then I don't think he had. Well, maybe it was me. Maybe I'm just a jerk. I don't know. But he didn't seem to have. He wanted to do it. He was down, dude. We had tons of meetings about it. Everything was cool, and then he just froze up on it. You know.
The stability, scared of losing it or something.
What?
Maybe scared of losing the stability of...
Well, okay. Oh, God, the shit is... Oh, God. The shit looks like crap on the table. I sat that slime down, and then the fucking fabric absorbed it. Now it looks like poop, like a dog shit. Ugh. Yeah, there's the stability of his job, and yet I think it was, I don't know what it was, but... Yeah, he died about 6 months ago. That violent death.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. To die of throat cancer is one thing. But to survive throat cancer.
Yeah, that's...
And then to die of the complications of healing, really. And what it takes to take your body through the repair process. I took him to the hospital a bunch of times, went and saw him a bunch, tried to do my piece, and he died by drowning in his blood from his stomach. We thought it was from his lungs. In the middle of the day, and just attacked by his healing process. And it was so sad. He would be so fucking pissed, dude, to hear that happened, and to know it did. I mean, Scott could give up sometimes, okay, but nonetheless, he'd still be pissed, and it was very scary. We even talked about it. It happened to him once. He had throat cancer, huh? Yeah, he had throat cancer, and we went to the hospital. I took him to the hospital after he had the first episode of him. Basically his stomach would fill up with blood, and then it would probably go into his esophagus, and he would start to choke on it. He's spraying his house with blood. I mean, it's like a horror movie, and I can't believe what it was like. His kids were there. Ivo and Owen, I believe they were both there, or at least Ivo. And so they get him to the hospital. He's choking on his own blood. I mean, when you choke on just a missed swallow, when you choke on a missed swallow, it's like violent. This is like probably a good 30 minutes of near death. They get him. They go to the hospital. 10 days later, he gets out. I pick him up. And the takeaway was, they don't know what it was. He came out of that hospital without the understanding of what caused it. So then you get home with a tracheotomy and whatever else, a breathing tube, all the apparatus he has to operate with because he doesn't talk anymore, barely talks. He goes home with this. He writes on a piece of paper at me as we're driving home. He's like, I don't know what caused it, dude. It's fucking scary. And I'm like, all right, man. Well, fuck. I mean, what can we do? And he's like, I'll be fine. Scott. All right. So the main thing was the hospital should have sent nurses with him. The dude has an unknown, near or definitely fatal reaction or a process that's happening. Huh?
Potentially.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, it already happened once. So they didn't send anybody home. That's the fault of the hospital in total. So it happens a week later after I saw him. Like, no, 2 days later, bro. 3 days later, dude. 3 days later after I dropped him off. Ba-boom, here it goes. Falls down the stairs, dies. Probably blood everywhere again. Man, it sucks. We miss him a lot. He's an amazing person, and everything is a little bit different without him. I wanted him on the show right here, sitting right there. That's how important the dude was to me. So, rest in peace, Scott Peterson. All right. How was your day? Everything cool? How'd the babies?
They're fine.
Yeah? How's Ba?
You guys got a little lit last night.
Hey, listen, you give me a pile of weed, I'm going to be a dick. I'm sorry. You know what? I forgot to warn her. Weed makes me a jerk. As if I need that. You know that about me, right?
Yeah. She was tipsy and...
She was tipsy too. Remember, she went out. Here's Ba. Ba exits the place. He's kind of pissed. We're taking forever. He goes outside. She walks through the sugar cane. She rips down all the sugar cane.
Well, she almost tripped. So the first one or two, she's trying to stabilize herself.
And she got mad at the other ones.
And she got mad.
I tore him down.
Yeah, she was like ninja.
I know, it was funny. And but we were taking too long for her. We did keep her a long time. And she's just, we're just done. We were done. She was done.
Yeah.
That's okay. But she, overall, she had a great time, I think.
Yeah, no, she did.
Did she?
Yeah.
At the end, sucked. Dragging her through those pictures and shit.
Yeah, she was ready to go, I guess.
Did she say anything?
She texted me.
You didn't see her today?
No.
How do you not see her today? How do you not see her in a day? Don't you see her every single day?
Just about, but not every single day.
Oh.
Weekends. She slept till this afternoon.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
That was late for her? What time did she go to bed usually? But still, it was a big day.
Yeah, it was a big day. And then it was, what time did we split at 2?
We left here at 2?
Something like that.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, because we started late and it was 3 hours. Oh, Jesus, I forgot why. I was wondering why it was so hard to get up today. Oh, my God.
But no, she was fine.
All right.
She wants us to send the pictures.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fine.
Cool.
I think I had we had a meeting with Dylan's speech teacher.
Dylan's doing good.
Yeah.
He sounds regular.
Yeah. Yeah, then they bumped it to, they meet one time a month now. So
good.
So,
he's like, I'm over you, bitch. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good. Well, the sign of brilliance, because that's oftentimes blamed for that. I couldn't talk till I was 7. Mm-hmm. I'm Einstein. Well, that's cool. It's it's really nice to hear him talk because I get to understand his ass.
Yeah. And
he won't be shunned now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shunning disease. I mean, not a disease. It's a shunning moment in your life to be. What? Huh? So that's cool. He must have. Has he changed a little bit since people understand him now, or is he about the same?
Because I'm with him every day, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. That's cool. He seems the same to me. Yeah. That's wonderful. So they're dialing that down, and Sophia, what's up with her?
She's just bubbly as ever.
Cool.
Running around.
That's cool.
Curious of everything. Yeah, she's cool though.
And then the elder Donovan, what's up?
Donovan, he just did a report for school.
Oh, how'd it work? How'd it do?
Got 4.5 out of 5.
Right on, man. What does that mean? I know what it means, but what does that do? How do you do? What do you do?
He did something to do with does video games affect your pain threshold?
Oh.
So the experiment was we had to play video games and we would put our foot in ice water.
Okay.
And see how long we could withstand it and if it affected us.
And what was the punishment when you got out of the ice water? Why did you want to stay in the ice water?
Just to see how long you could do it.
What was the motivation to stay in the ice water? Playing the video game?
Yeah.
If you got out of the ice water, did you have to stop playing?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's big.
And so it was,
and how long did you last with your feet in the ice water?
Oh, man, I didn't even ask me that.
Of course.
Maybe I was a minute and something.
What?
Yeah, it was cold. But actually, I
bitch.
I gave up because Dylan wanted to win, and he wanted to win me.
So you skewed the scientific results for this personal. Yeah. What a fucking goddamn boy! You know what? I just got done 10 minutes proclaiming the lack of not to teach people, but to teach them how to learn. You just ripped it down. Why are you doing that? You have to make them. Listen, you can't do that to kids. You think why? You look at the children out there. You know what the children are doing? They're doing what they're doing because of him. They made it. He's building pussies. Stop it. Stop it. He's a pussy maker. Stop it. Listen, kids can lose.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. I could say that, but it doesn't actually. I don't apply it.
Oh, I apply it.
Why not? Why didn't you apply it to that? Let the kid lose every time he loses.
It was cold, and I had to get it out. The first time I did it, I had the longest time. But then we had to do it again, and for some reason, it was really cold.
So you just gave up, in other words?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're trying to put it on Dylan then.
Yeah.
So you did push down. Okay. Well, he's got his phone in his pocket. He's like, I'll play this bitch in the bathroom. I don't even fuck this bullshit, right? This stupid-ass game. Fucking fuck a school. Fuck a school. Homework. You're lucky I'm here. Damn. So Dylan wins. He keeps his feet in, and then what were the conclusions to this study that Donovan? It's like slightly scientific. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, well, so anyways, tonight we're going to talk about we're going to talk about dads. We're going to talk about dads that are present and dads that are not.
Well, I was busy at the show.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right then. No, your brain was. I see. You were elsewhere.
I was more concerned with him just getting it turned in and doing well.
Out. Get out.
But I don't remember the outcome of it. He modeled it after something he found in a magazine, I think.
I see. Okay. Well. That's cool. I'm sure he has his outcome, and I'm sure there's something there.
Sure.
You know what I forgot to do yesterday with Bob? I edited out from her original video, the video 49. Mm-hmm. Bob was on the show last year. I edited it and got the good chunks out. They're sitting on my computer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're bomb.
She was kind of bummed that she didn't get to go over her journey of losing.
Oh, who cares?
The weight.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares about the journey? I'm sick of journeys.
Journey.
Oh, who cares? Nobody cares. We didn't even talk about what happened to her stomach. I didn't care. Who cares?
That's cold pie.
No, it's not. It's like, okay, here's the only abnormal thing about it. They took her stomach out. They removed most of her stomach. They didn't sew it or staple it or band it. They actually cut it and removed it and said, No more for you. And that's about the difference.
It's pretty common.
Yeah. Okay, that's a new way. That's good. Because the bands are popping, the staples are popping. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't know why we didn't talk about it. I wasn't not wanting to talk about it. It's just we were talking about a bunch of stuff that was probably more interesting than that. I mean, that's interesting to a degree, but we were talking about whatever. So, she has other times to talk about that. I was bummed in many ways. I didn't see anything, but I was like, I don't know if we even got. Did you get her coming through the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't see that. I'm dying to see that, but I'm bummed because I didn't show her pre-shots. I should have pre-rolled her with a bunch of those clips ahead of time.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Well, we suck.
Live and learn.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's good. She's happy. Everything's fine. We're live. And so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to make you switch. And we're going to do it by applying a bunch of things to your area and a blinky thing. And we're going to do it by ourselves. So hit the red button, please. Good night.